So I'm finally in Portugal and I've already seen so much to make me love it. After spending 3 weeks in Northern Europe in London and Ireland, I was extremely cold. So getting into the heat of southern Portugal was amazing to me. I started off my day at this awesome vegan restaurant called Vegan Box, and they had a whole heap of different vegan Portuguese foods, and I always love to try vegan versions of traditional food in each place that I go to. Today I tried something called vigalao that is typically made with saltfish, but obviously there's no saltfish, and it tasted really good. And I decided to also get a vegan pastel de nata, which I fell in love with back in Ireland when I visited a Portuguese bakery in Dublin. After that very mighty breakfast, I decided to take a walk on my surrounding area and catch a ferry to go to the beach. This area is called Faro, Portugal, and I'm not going to lie, it was a bit boring compared to other parts of Portugal, but the chillness and heat just made me absolutely fall in love, and it was a great introduction for the country, and I felt very safe as a solo female traveler here. For lunch, I decided to get a paella, which I'm pretty sure is from Spain, and this was incredibly expensive. It was 18 euros, and typically for Portugal, you should be spending around like 10 to 13 euros per meal, in my humble opinion. And while this paella was definitely delicious, it was just not something that was worth $18. So if you ever decide to go to the Faro beach in Portugal and the Algarve coast, do not get a paella at this beach, okay? It's a little bit overpriced for me. But I finished my plate nonetheless. After tanning a whole bunch and spending the whole day at the beach, I decided to head back to Vegan Box and grab another pastel de nata. And my hostel that I stayed at was called Hostelicious, and they were actually having a dinner party. I was not gonna do it because I was afraid at them not having too many vegan options, but I actually met some amazing people there that I ended up spending the next couple of days with, and they had very few vegan options, just like what I assumed. The whole thing was about 20 euros for all you can eat and all you can drink, so as many sangria or beer that you can drink and as much food that you can eat. And while I definitely did leave with my belly full, I personally feel like vegans and vegetarians should pay a bit less money compared to what other people would pay for this buffet. So after that day in Faro, a lot happened. I went to Afro Nation, which is the biggest Afrobeats festival in the world, and I did a couple of other things in Portugal, and I ended up in Lisbon. So I went to this delicious vegan and vegetarian cafe with another fellow solo female traveler that I attended Afro Nation with, and we got these beautiful vegan pancakes that were pumpkin. The pancake tasted very good and it was very delicious, but it was very small, and that means a big woman who need a lot of food to feel full. So I was definitely still hungry after that. We went to this amazing bakery that specializes in vegan pastel de nata, and I cannot pronounce the name. If you ever find yourself in Lisbon, Portugal, and you love pastel de nata and you are a plant-based hottie like me, you need to go to this bakery to get yourself a vegan pastel de nata. This is seriously the best vegan pastel de nata I've had in the entire country, and I had visited a bunch of different cities in Portugal.
I hope you like. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Step right, run that, get that boom back dumping. Make your mind step to the side and make your soul want to sing like
So we decided to go to the grocery store to get a couple of things for our beach day so we could have a little picnic on the beach. And I snacked on one of the pastel de nata in the car because it was just really that amazing. This beach that we found, I actually had found it on TikTok, and it was basically a girlie saying that if you are spending more than a few days in Lisbon and you want to have a nice beach day, you need to check out this beach that is an hour away. And I'm so glad that I listened to this TikTok recommendation because this is genuinely one of the prettiest beaches I have seen in my entire life. It seriously reminded me of Jamaica back home and the rest of the Caribbean islands, and it was just absolutely gorgeous.
Slide out so he didn't know me, and I've been in my hideout, had to pump that, get that thump back, you know, 1 2 step, I run that, get that boom back dumping, make your mind step to the side and make your soul want to sing like ooh, ooh, make your soul want to sing. Ooh, ooh, make your soul want to sing like
I'm now totally obsessed with these flavored sparkling waters. I had so many different flavors of them when I was in Portugal, and they just make me so happy. And as you can see, we had our little picnic. We had some chips and fruits and falafel that actually surprisingly tasted really good. And I had like the best nectarines of my life when I was in Portugal. I don't know why, but nectarines in the US just did not hit as well as they did when I was here. Having a picnic and bringing your own food on the beach just hits 10 times harder than going to a restaurant, because not only are you saving money and eating what you want to eat, but your view is just so gorgeous, and you can read and sit down and lie down, and everything was just so amazing and incredible on this day. And we also brought ice and a cooler, so we had cold water, we had snacks that were cold, and everything was just so incredible on this day.
I love to see it.
A bit unrelated, but something I feel called to say. Before I went on this whole entire backpacking Europe trip, I went through something personal that kind of turned my world upside down, and I felt like I didn't deserve good or nice things, so I was just going to cancel the entire trip. I was going to cancel the trip to London, cancel the trip to Ireland and Portugal and Germany, and I was just going to wallow in my sorrow and my misery. But then I said, you know what? I deserve good things. Even though something not so good happened to me, I deserve good things. And we cannot control what happens to us in life, but we can control our reaction. So I decided to continue the trip, and I learned so much about myself on this trip. So if you're going through something personal and deep right now that you feel like is eating at you, just know that this too shall pass, and good times are on the horizon. For dinner, my fellow solo female travel gal and I were searching for like 20 minutes to find a nice vegan restaurant. We actually went to one and their menu was very limited, and I just wanted something with like greens and stuff, especially after being at the beach all day and being dehydrated, but we couldn't find it, so we settled on this Indian restaurant, and I got some chana masala with rice and she got some biryani with tomato sauce, and it ended up being really delicious. I've actually had the best Indian food of my life on the European continent, specifically in Portugal. I don't know what it is, but the Indian food in Portugal was just absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!